Hello and welcome to another episode of The Successful Non-Technical Founder. My name is Ben Buink and I'm excited to talk today about why you should avoid the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoder. Now, one of the most common thoughts in this industry for non-technical people, even sometimes technical people, is when they have a startup, they want to create finish a technical project or launch a technical startup, their mind immediately goes to searching for that nerd genius that lives in his parents' basement. You know, he doesn't have a lot going on socially, but you know, he knows everything about the web, and he's the guy that's going to take you from zero to hero, kind of like Steve Jobs Wozniak or that type of person. I can't tell you how many times I talk with non-technical founders, and that is the person they're looking for. They're talking to me thinking, is this that guy? And in some ways I am, but I want you to I want to clarify a couple things about that guy. One, I think it goes without saying that he's not necessarily geeky, and he's not necessarily in his parents' basement. But two, when you go to build something physical like a house or a building for your business, or to remodel a space that you've just leased, nobody tells you to go find a plumber who's really good at framing and building the rest of the house. No, they tell you to find a general contractor, somebody who's built homes before from start to finish, somebody who's remodeled spaces from start to finish. This general contractor that knows a little bit about every aspect of the website, but they're not necessarily the person building the entire structure. And I think the reason why people look for this amazing Technicolor Dreamcoder is because they've heard so many stories about, you know, Apple or early internet companies where it was just like two guys in their garage and they were cranking out this amazing code. The reality is that the internet now is much more complicated than it was back then. Back then it was HTML, CSS, and you know, everything else was taken care of. These days it starts with design. So you have to have a great designer who knows how to create look and feel. Then it goes to the front end, somebody who can take that design and create code from it. Then to the back end, somebody who can allow that front end code to communicate with a database or third-party integrations, payment systems, and then DevOps, somebody who can create servers and allow those servers to scale so that when people type in your web address, a busy signal doesn't come back. And all that, and then sometimes you even need specialists like a database specialist. So if you're on the search for the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoder, I just want you to realize that that person looks less like Steve Wozniak these days and more like a general contractor in other industries. So let's see. Actually, that's pretty much everything I wanted to mention in this episode. If you're wondering, so if you're thinking team mindset, the next question you probably have is, how do I find who's supposed to be on that team? Who am I supposed to find? How do I find this general contractor? What do I look for? I wrote a full guide on this. I call it the Guide to Technical Projects for Non-Technical Founders, and it's my free gift to you. It includes this and a bunch of other information The goal is to help you be successful, and you can download that at the link in the description below. If you haven't subscribed to these videos, please do. We'll be coming out with more episodes on other tips and tricks for non-technical founders. Like it, help me get this message out to other non-technical founders so that they can be successful, because I'm a true believer that that small business and entrepreneurship is a great ticket to freedom for many, many people, and hopefully for you. And with that, thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week.